Sports Zone, brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
The Dallas Cowboys got rolled by the Chicago Bears on Sunday, and to add injury to misery, they also lost CeeDee Lamb in the first quarter, and he's now expected to miss 3 to 4 weeks. Lamb suffered a high ankle sprain after being tackled on a sweep where his ankle bent the wrong direction. Lamb is returned to the game briefly, but took himself out after one play because he could not plant or run on that injured ankle. This does mean that he's going to avoid being placed on the injured reserve, but now the Cowboys lose their biggest offensive weapon. This will put more pressure on fellow wideout George Pickens, who the Cowboys picked up in the offseason from Pittsburgh. Dallas will take on former Cowboy Micah Parsons and the Green Bay Packers this Sunday night, right here on KTK. Several East Texas football teams remain unbeaten through the first 4 weeks of the season. One of those 4-0 squads are the Palestine Westwood Panthers, who have scored more than 40 points in each of their first 4 games. James Grant, he swung by the wood to catch up with the Panthers as they continue their winning ways and remain focused on bringing the first ever football state title to Westwood.
For the 3rd straight season, the Palestine Westwood Panthers are 4-0.
We graduated some good players, but we're trying to build a program that's a perennial power, a perennial playoff team.
Westwood won 11 games last season, losing to eventual state champion Columbus in the 2nd round of the playoffs.
They got a little sour taste in their mouth, and they got something to prove, based on, obviously I think Columbus was a really good team last year, probably the best team in the state, obviously, but we didn't feel like we played, to our level.
Westwood lost key players from last year's team, including running back John Denman, who's now at TCU. They're a young team, but the young guys, including freshman running back Zaire Brown-Obieke, have made quite an impact through 4 games.
Come out here, proving myself every day. It doesn't start during the season. It starts during the summer. Being here, being on time to summer workouts, just proving yourself every day.
The Panthers are out to prove that last season wasn't just a flash in the pan. It helps to have leaders like quarterback Kavian Bryant, a blue-chip recruit in the 2027 class who's back behind center and putting up video game numbers.
Coming out here and practice and staying consistent as a team, focusing on the main thing and keeping at the main thing and locking in and putting points on the board. I don't really listen to the outside, just focus on what's between them lines and get the win.
When all is said and done in 2 years, Bryant and his junior teammates could end up being a part of the most successful senior class in Westwood football history. He believes the Panthers have all the tools to make a run at their first ever state title.
I think we're a complete team once we really lock in. I think we're a complete team. And like I said, we got headhunters on defense. We got great players on offense.
Westwood head coach Richard Bishop, who's in his 8th season at the helm, says that as good as the Panthers have played, they've yet to unlock their true potential.
We talk all the time scoreboards for the fans. We want to play to a standard, and I don't think consistently we've had moments, but consistently we haven't played to that standard for 4 quarters on both sides of the ball, all 3 phases yet.
In Palestine, James Grant, KTK Sports.
Our Week 5 Friday Football Fever Spotlight game will take us to Westwood, where the Panthers are set to host the also undefeated Mildred Eagles from Corsicana. Kickoff set for 7 p.m. Friday at Westwood Panther Stadium in Palestine.